What are your thoughts looking back over the night as a whole, however?
Yeah, I thought came up short, obviously. We pushed. Thought we played a pretty solid game defensively, other than the one goal there. But one shot that was floated in. Our PK did pretty good for a top power play unit, and just we got to score. You can't win a game if you don't score.
Dylan, is this the toughest stretch you've gone through since you joined this team? I mean, I know there've been other losing stretches, but this one just seems very ugly.
You know what? I think the start of last year was equally as frustrating. We need to win bad. We need to get our confidence back as a team. You know what? We've played good. We haven't played good consistently. We just need to get 2 points and grind out a win and pick up from there. So we need it in the worst way. And luckily in November there's a game every other day. So we're going to have chances, and we're going to have to figure this out pretty quick, or else it's going to get ugly.
What positives do you take away from tonight?
We played solid. They're a top team. I mean, we started well, but you know what? I think the negative is we have to score. This stretch we haven't scored enough. You look at myself. I haven't been good enough offensively, or defensively. So you want to point fingers, point it right at me, and I have to be way better for this team and carry the load up front and put the puck in the net.
We need one bad. It hasn't been pretty. At least tonight was a lot better of a defensive effort out there, and even though they got one early in the third, we didn't crumble. So that's a good sign. But we need 2 points.
Jimmy, after losing now 7 in a row, after putting together a great effort in Montreal, I mean, do you guys start looking for answers? Can you pinpoint what's been going on? Is it really
it's been everything. We need better goaltending. We need playing in the defensive zone better. And when we have our opportunities, we need to score. It's simple as that. And we can't just rely on certain guys up front to put the puck in the net. We need to do it by committee. And right now, that's not happening for us.
You've gone through slumps in your career. Just speaking as a player, what does a player have to do when things aren't going the way?
Well, you can't grip your stick. That's for sure. You can't tighten up, because when you tighten up, it's just only going to get worse. When it's not going your way, you have to simplify things, and I think that's what we have to do as a whole right now.
What do you like best about your debut here tonight? I know that you want to win, but just your own individual play.
I thought I played pretty good. I did what I had to do out there. Did my job. Was physical, and obviously we like to win, but it's all right. We've got Sunday to worry about that.
Was it everything you thought it was going to be, your first NHL game? I mean, going in, what did you think it was going to be? And I know obviously you're disappointed for losing, but what was that atmosphere like for you?
Yeah, it was. It was what I thought it would be. I was a kid dreaming for this day, and what happened. And at the end of the day, it's hockey, but playing in the NHL in the National League, it's something really special for me.
Finally, I had a chance to talk with your dad, and a couple of your youth coaches were here in your billet. What does it mean to you that they made the trip to come and support you tonight?
It means a lot. Just showing how much support I have. It's huge. I didn't do this by myself, and I thank everyone that helped me out along the way. So I'm happy that they made the trip to come see me.
Did the Wings do any little hazing or anything, like you came into the room, your jersey wasn't in a stall or anything like that? Or?
No, they're all good. They're all good guys here, so it made it easy for me to just worry about going and playing hockey, and that's what I did today.
When you look at this moment, you've worked really hard to get here. What kind of self-satisfaction do you have that today you put that Red Wing sweater on and you were actually in an NHL game?
Yeah, it was good. It's kind of tough to judge that, because obviously I don't like to lose. No one likes to lose, so it's kind of a little sour spot for me right now. But we got Sunday to worry about winning another game.
We talked this morning about making sure, getting back to being process-oriented and making sure that we have great process. I thought we got away from that in Ottawa. I thought we played, sometimes you use the word desperate, but what happens a lot of times, you hope, and we gave up tons of chances in that game in Ottawa. Here tonight, we gave up 7 chances. At first glance, we gave up 7 chances for the game and had 21. You play that game 10 times, you win in 9 of them. So if it hadn't been for the fact that we've lost all these in a row, it'd be easy to move on. But when you've lost a bunch in a row, now you got to have great mental toughness. I told our guys, you keep playing these kind of games over and over and over and over, you're going to win a lot of games. You're putting yourselves in position to win. Do we have to score 100%? Is it okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm going to judge us on process. The process here wasn't perfect by any stretch, but I don't know what their record is. A lot of wins to little losses, and the chances were 21-7.
Givani Smith in 11 minutes, how would you capsulize his performance?
I thought he did a pretty good job. He's a big guy. He goes to the net hard. I thought he's a big presence on the power play, both from a net presence and from a puck retrieval, and I thought he did a pretty good job. I mean, it's hard to have a huge impact, but I thought he did a pretty good job.
Jeff, your two-thirds of those scorers were probably quieter than you would like. What do you need to see
The one, let's say first with Larks, he was excellent tonight, and I mean excellent. He was the best player on the ice, in my opinion. Had tons of chances. He was excellent. He went head-to-head against Eichel. I think he was damn near 100% on face-offs. He was excellent tonight. They didn't go in. I get it, but he keeps playing like that. He has actually. He's played. He's obviously produced lots of points. He hasn't scored nearly as much as he's wanted to, but he's produced. Tennessee again. He's got another chance sitting right there, and it just isn't going in for him right now. I don't have that answer why it's not. I know he's getting similar chances to what he got last year. Doubley's kind of a home run hitter. He gets big chances. He doesn't necessarily, produce tons of those dirty type chances. He looks for those big chances because of his speed. And last year, a lot of the home runs went out of the ballpark. Right now, they're staying in the ballpark. So he's got to find a way to start finishing on the chances he has, and he's got to find a way to bring that second element to your game, which is scoring dirty when you're not scoring pretty.
Is it a quandary for you? Like you had the great sort of the top line opening, and then you kind of have to mix and match, kind of create lines. You only have so many options.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. The one thing that we've looked at, and Mantha's one guy who his production hasn't dropped off when he hasn't played with Larkin. Everybody else production drops off when they don't play with Larkin, and he's the one guy that seems to have been able to push his own offense. So we've played with it a couple different times. I did it in Ottawa a little bit where I was using Mantha on different lines. We just thought, let's see. Mantha and AA had some good history together in the American League, and let's see if we can get another line going. And Helmer's played real well, and Helmer's obviously produced more offense than a lot of our guys, and he forechecks hard. The one thing we got to look at with that Filppula, the Tennessee Mantha line, like they got to skate for themselves and go get the puck, and I think they have a total capability of doing it. But if they want to be aligned together, someone's got to forecheck, and they got to forecheck harder. So, but I thought, I think they had 17 shots tonight. Now a number of those would be on the power play, but they still had some good looks. So again, we went through a stretch of 4 games at the beginning of the year where we were giving up max 12 chances against. Then we went through a stretch where outside of the Vancouver game in Van, we gave up around 18 to 20. No chance we're winning like that. This is way more indicative of how we're going to win. So we got to find a way to score in these types of games, but we got to keep grinding at it.